Welcome to Best There Is Games Podcast. This is going to be totally different than normal because me and Lucas set up and did our own where it was just going to be us tag teaming it. But unfortunately, things went wrong and he had to go out of town for New Year's Eve to see his kids. So, unfortunately, threw a little firework in there for you guys. Happy 2021. We just have some nice conversations, random stuff. It's just gonna be fun and us chilling out in our house. I guess Flowrider had it right the whole time. We have to stay in. So these guys are like my family. We see each other all the time. All of them have to be tested 24/7 for all their jobs. So luckily, I'm able to be around them still. And Donnie will be off screen for some reason. He's leaned off, but I promise you, Donnie's there. We have Donnie, Declan, Levi, Jake, and me. Jake is back for a podcast. He's always there to help with HeroClix stuff and things like that. But it's good. It's good to have everybody back. It's good to be in 2021. But we're just going to jump into different subjects and go from there. It's going to be a different podcast, not like normal. Just because it's New Year's Eve and it's just different. And we are just hanging out and covering things, basically. And again, it's not going to be our normal thing. We've been working on a lot of different things of how we're going to do this. This is not one of them, but this was what we had to do on such short notice. So here it is. Let's get to it. First topic to tackle, webcam creators and streamers.
Right now, like 2020 is like, or now it's 20, just turned 2021. Right now is the time to have podcasts, to have streaming, all that.
You ain't cool. Unless you got a fucking
unless you pee your pants.
Yeah.
Because dude, you're not gonna make. Number one, there ain't shit to do. But
There's plenty to do.
no, there ain't. People, well, especially in the beginning too.
You can read. You can paint.
You can fly. You can fight, and you can.
You can do literally all those things. You can do all those things with COVID around.
You fucking my hook speech. But no, people were just like, I don't gosh, and it's funny watching other YouTubers. They're talking about their numbers going down, but the reason why they're going down is because everyone's doing videos, everyone's doing content.
So people are losing viewers to other
New people, because people are just like
other content creators.
yeah, because it's like, what else are people to do right now?
Why does your table have so much red shit on it right now?
It does.
It's an episode of Blue's Clues.
Might as well throw the sock up there. Shit.
But that's what I was saying, like, what sucks, I hate, there's hella double standard, I was saying, because a girl starting a stream or whatever, dude, they get so many likes and stuff if they're just good looking.
Even if they're like a 4 out of 10.
That'd be probably at least a 6, right?
You'd watch a 4 out of 10.
Depends.
It depends what
Okay,
they're playing.
imagine this, you're extremely lonely, and some 4 out of 10 girl comes on talking about your favorite game. You're gonna fucking watch it.
That's true.
And that's the thing.
And you're like, yo, she's really like a 6 or a 7.
Her personality bumps her up to an 8. But that's the
That
thing.
personality's a 12.
This is where the word simp came from. Don't touch that. Those are gifts from my cousin, but he never picked up. But that's where simp comes from, man. These dudes that are on these pages. And you imagine, like, okay, dudes can't go. Let's say dudes that are trying to get themselves taken care of, they can't go out. So girls do these webcam shows. You know how much money you can make right now?
Now we move on to wrestlers who are on OnlyCam. New subject.
Yeah.
That's a whole
Okay,
fucking
that's
thing.
like taking webcam to, like webcam with Instagram or whatever.
You know, okay,
Yeah, but
so-
a bunch of wrestlers like they're doing it.
no,
they're just
real,
not-
real people do them, but anybody can have one.
But they're just not showing anything.
I know, but
And that's
there's
the thing is you don't get is like a girl doesn't have to show anything, and they're like still making money.
Okay, I want to.
No, you're right. If they're extremely hot.
And can I do that?
If they're really hot.
No. If I'm a hot dude, can I do that?
You
No.
might- you might
They
You
might.
might be able to, dude.
They might. You don't know that.
Dude, okay, so
I don't know.
Let's
that
try
actually-
it. Let's put it up.
Let's look. Let's figure this
I'm
out.
gonna be butt naked like this with my Johnson hanging down.
What, Johnson?
My Johnson.
You're just gonna have red shit piled all over you. And then, yeah.
Dude, they said something like the OnlyFans thing went up like 1,000 subscribers a month since COVID.
Since COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So
That's
that's why I
probably
was
like what started that fucking company boom.
Well, dude, because I didn't know like how it worked, but like you would have to pay people. Like you can pay for DMs. So like if you want to
Yeah.
message a chick, it's like $5, and then she'll message
Dude.
back like hello.
But the whole thing
I
is,
was like, what
if
the
you've ever
fuck?
been on, only reason why I know is because if I ever go to a porn site, I've watched like webcam shows on there that someone bootlegged off it. But on there, they're like, yeah, just send in this much, and
And
I'll
it says
send.
OnlyFans on the video.
No, it's not OnlyFans, but it's like Chatterbait or something. They're like, this much money, I'll do this. This much money, I'll do this.
Yeah, they send you private, personal.
If you want private rooms and this and that, and it's just like
Crazy.
you can make so much money if you lose all your dignity. But at the same time, it's
But
like
this is 2021. Very few people have dignity.
Well, dude,
we
like,
just walked into it. Don't push it.
What?
We just walked into 2021. Don't push it.
Whatever. 2020. I would still say the same thing.
I just can't believe that they can make that much money off it. Because you got to figure,
Dude, the
if
girl.
you charge them $5 a DM, and like you just literally like message hi, that's $5. Dude sends you another one for
Copy
$5.
paste on the
You
keyboard.
know what I
too.
mean? Like you're in like $30,
Not to
$40
mention it
for a
costs you
small.
$5-10 to even subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they do get bonuses. I think like get to see certain pictures and stuff. But there's like Zelina Vega, who I like a lot as a wrestling chick. WWE told them all of you guys need to stop OnlyFans and twitching.
And did they?
And she was like, you're not using me enough. I'm not stopping. And they're like, peace.
Really?
She's gone. Yeah.
Damn.
Because they're like, that's our rules. And Paige, I guess, is on a different,
Why don't they want them on them?
because it's,
It like tarnishes the brand.
yeah, it's like you're kind of like,
You're like
Are they doing porn?
no.
Well, that one chick is who was the
Bella
chick?
Thorne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bella Thorne.
No, not Bella Thorne. No.
She's the one that
Bella
directed that.
Thorne didn't
No,
She
the
didn't do porn. though.
WWE chick, one of the divas.
Paige?
Yeah, her, yeah.
No, Paige had a sex tape.
Yeah, but still,
There's a
it's basically
difference.
porn, you
That got leaked, and what was horrible was she had the NXT title and dude busted while she held it like this. So whoever got the belt after her was like, yeah, mwah, yeah, women's champion, and that they thought that was cute or whatever. But she continued to wrestle after that, but she got so injured that her neck was bad. They made that movie about her, the one The Rock's in, Fighting with My Family. It's about her life. It's a good movie. She can't really wrestle. So she only could do announcing type things, but they don't really got much gigs for you during COVID. So she started doing Twitter, and she was making raps.
Wait, they didn't want her on Twitter either?
Or I'm sorry, not Twitter.
Twitch?
Twitter, they watch them all on Twitter. They watch them all. They'll yank their stuff down or
So
whatever.
Twitch though.
But Twitch and
Yeah, for some reason I won't do
Steaming.
Twitch. That's why I didn't get either. Because like people do porn shit on Twitch.
But Paige,
I'm guessing you can do whatever you want on Twitch.
no,
Because
you
it's
can't.
not only
No,
for video
no,
games.
Twitch is pretty.
Kids watch it a lot, dude.
Yeah, but Twitch is pretty.
Well, they watch video games. I'm saying there's other shit besides video games.
You can find it for free on there, and you're a kid, then you just happen to stumble upon it.
I've watched YouTube videos on like Twitch accidents that happen or whatever, and if like a tick comes out or something, they either could get banned or they get a warning or whatever. And there's times where it's like JoJo the singer, she pulled up her sweater, but she got her shirt caught with it to pull it up, but she had a see-through bra on, so you could see everything. Actually, no, her titty popped out, and I was like, that's a titty. No, but like her
fully,
man.
Samson was like, ah! Is he gay?
That's a titty, bro.
Is he gay? Like, why is he like?
I don't know. Have you seen Half Baked?
No, of course he's like 12 years old.
I got his Christmas gift over there. I'll take care of him.
It's so good.
Fully, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like JoJo's boob came out and she got like a little bit of trouble. But sometimes they'll just yank it. But then the other girls, they're like, I'm gonna just work out during my Twitch. And they're sitting there bending over, doing this, doing that, and it's like there's no substance, but people are watching it, they're paying for it. There are girls I feel bad that actually play, that are good looking, that play good games and they're good at it. But it's just weird, and like the wrestling girls, they're like, we're not making money, so I'm gonna do it like this. And guys,
It is weird because they're watching because it's a girl. They're not. If it was.
Well, the guys are already fans of him, so they're gonna watch it anyways.
Now a 2021 thought. Why is Snoop Dogg still a thing? Interesting.
Fucking Snoop Dogg, dude. What the fuck?
That's why Snoop Dogg's so popular because of what that right there.
Just because weird.
Just because he's talking. And
Did you watch him on the commentary of the boxing matches?
He's an 89-year-old.
No, but did you watch when Snoop was commentating those boxing matches? Like that. What's his name?
Nate Robinson?
Nate Robinson?
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him and
Why is
Tyson.
Nate Robinson don't got boxing shoes on? He got basketball shoes on. In between rounds, we gotta get him boxing shoes. He's just like out there.
Yeah.
Like Snoop, calm down.
Well, you know he's high as a motherfucker.
I wouldn't be. It's like a scary movie where he's getting like he gets shot and like little smokes coming out of him.
But
Like,
the thing is, like, he's Snoop. He can do whatever he wants. He's Snoop. He can say whatever he wants as long as it's not some crazy shit.
you say that, but do you think he's like Mariah Carey we were watching?
like,
he's
you
that.
mean on that level?
He's that pinnacle of money.
He's pretty iconic.
He's iconic, but does that mean
That means
Iconic.
people want to give you money.
icons die broke sometimes?
He's not broke.
But yeah, I think all the money he gets.
I think
from parents
Mariah
is-
Carey's worth more money because, like I said, she writes her fucking shit.
This shit's sleepy. So does Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, but Snoop Dogg doesn't have as much success.
Yeah.
Billboard success. She's like the most successful person ever.
Snoop Dogg hasn't had success since.
I know, but I'm saying how many
Wow.
how many Billboard number ones does he have? And I don't care about that shit. But if you're talking like success, Snoop is
Hey,
probably.
Purple Rain this year jumped back into the top 100.
He's still Snoop Dogg's always relevant though. So damn, like, he's always like.
Well, because he's like you said, he's kind of
Cultural
like
icon kind of thing.
cultural type of thing. Like,
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, he
but
is.
it's kind of like a character though.
What?
Snoop's kind of like a character. He's not really like a person.
He's a character. That's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
high as fuck. He's like an 89-year-old gangster fucking grandma. Like,
And it's funny when I see him on videos like where he's like talking to people. He's like got a flash on him. I'm gonna get at you. I'm like, dude, he's brittle as hell. Like,
no, he does shows with Martha Stewart.
I know. I'm saying, no, I'm saying
She
like
went to prison.
if a dude,
I know.
if he got in a dude's face, like you
No,
can
have
see.
you seen him in Baby Boy? He looks like a fucking chicken, dude. He's
Like
so, he's
Mortal
so skinny.
Kombat like style. He'd get punched, you see all his bones breaking and stuff like that. It's just
Yeah, but he will get some people to put you in the dirt.
I don't know. I feel like this dude shook from Suge for a while.
He did what?
Like he's scared of Suge Knight. Like
I think a lot of people were scared of Suge Knight.
Yeah.
is Suge Knight still in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's in jail like forever.
See his son starting shit now? Like
Yeah.
Suge Knight's son's like fucking all over.
Damn, that's some movie stuff. Like I'm the bad guy now. Is he big like Suge Knight?
I don't think
I
so.
think
Who?
he's like a
Suge
teenager,
Knight's
isn't he?
son.
I don't know.
He was talking shit on somebody. Who was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about. I remember. Did they get bought by Hasbro? That's
Yeah.
That's where got bought by Hasbro.
Yeah.
The toy company. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hella funny.
Can't get more gangster than that. Hasbro owns Magic though, so then you could put Death Row and Magic cards.
So we got it cool.
I just remember dude like Suge Knight was he hung Vanilla Ice off the balcony by his foot?
That's
Yeah.
the rumor.
I mean, I believe it. Like until he signed off the
Contract or something.
rights to his song or whatever. Vanilla Ice has even said it. I mean,
I saw an interview he did one time about it. Crazy. I don't even. That'd suck ass. This is his only song too. That's well, that Ninja Turtle one, I guess. Kind of big, but
he had that movie Cool as Ice.
Well, the funny thing is that Still DRE song or whatever, because Snoop Dogg was talking about it, how they flew Jay-Z out to write it. Like, that's still the craziest shit ever, because I never would have thought it. It's like, yeah, dude, Jay-Z came out and wrote that in like one sitting. Me and Dr. Dre's verse just wrote it and we did it and fucking whatever. I'm like, dude, I did not know Jay-Z wrote that song.
I didn't know that.
yeah. Dr. Dre doesn't write any of this stuff really.
I don't know. Dr. Dre was always known as a producer and stuff, but
Yeah.
I guess
Now,
now
hell people ghostwrite for him. I don't think every one of his verses is ghostwritten, but a lot of them.
I don't mess with ghosts.
Well, they say Puff Daddy was the one that was like the worst because he had
Puff Daddy, like I think
Puff Daddy doesn't have any good raps.
Donnie was saying Puff Daddy doesn't have that much music, but been around the world now, yeah.
He always jumped into Biggie shit though.
How you living, Biggie Smalls. He wrote that fool. He wrote that fool for money. Didn't Eminem say in one of those songs Puff Daddy got killed?
No, he.
And
I
he's
mean,
like,
it's kind of documented that not that he basically made him go to LA. He didn't want to go to LA.
Yeah, no, I think more people think it was Pac that he killed, not really Biggie though. Like,
Pac what?
I think a lot of people think Diddy had something to do with Pac's murder.
Oh,
Not
who
Diddy
knows,
that.
dude.
Who was the singer? There's a singer that's out right now that has an album, and he's doing an interview and like he's all during that Me Too stuff. And Puff Daddy made the singer come in and suck his dick, and then like
a guy?
a guy, yeah, like in order to get like something signed off or some music things.
That happened?
Yeah, it happened because like it was
I don't know Puff Daddy's man is gonna happen, but
no, dude, yeah, Puff Daddy, and well, he did a thing, and the chick who outed it was like, yeah, Puff Daddy's like, yeah, I've done this before. I made him suck my dick. It's about power. And I'm just like, that's the weirdest fucking shit.
a lot of people do that in jail. They see it as power.
A meteor hitting the Earth? Interesting topic.
It's gonna keep getting worse and worse, like going downhill and downhill and downhill.
He almost got hit by an asteroid too.
Dude, my cousin, dude, I feel bad. Hopefully, if he watches this, if I put this on, he doesn't care. But he was like bugging, like researching, like he was hella scared. Like,
About the asteroid?
It was gonna hit us. He couldn't sleep at night. But like, he would call me and I'm like, what? He has anxiety too, and it's like, you gotta think, what can you do?
This is that one cousin?
Yeah, and I was like, what are you gonna do, dude? Like, if it hits us, it hits us. It's over. There's nothing to worry about. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm like, I know.
Bruce Willis is still alive. He just goes there.
That movie will get you, man. Ben Affleck,
It will at the very end.
it'll get you.
When he tricks him, he's like, you know what? I'd be damn proud to have you marry my daughter. He's like, holy shit.
I didn't see this coming.
I always thought of you as a son, boy.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I thought you were gonna tell me you haven't seen that movie. I was supposed to get out.
No, I've seen that movie. It's been a long time.
That's Jake's part. Just say I haven't seen the movie.
Which movie are you guys talking about?
Armageddon.
I might have seen it.
Oh my god.
Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, and Asteroid.
How old is it?
We're gonna be real.
There's hell of people in
We're gonna be real deal
How old is it?
astronaut, blue collar astronaut heroes.
Wait, what year did it come out?
I think 96.
I was 2 years old.
I'm gonna go with 97.
You're going 97? Yeah, I don't
I'd
think
say
it's
95.
I think it's later. I'm gonna just stick with 96. I think it was later though.
Damn,
I think it was 97 or 98.
that's a rough spot to be in, picking 96.
I don't think it was that.
Michael
It
Clark
was pretty
Duncan's in
early,
it.
dude, because Aerosmith was all big.
I'm gonna. What'd you say? 97?
I said 97.
You said. Why did you take 12 years?
Because my glasses are off and you're all blurry. I didn't know if you're looking at me. Dude, because you.
Oh, it was 98.
Damn.
I told you I was like, I think it's 97, 98.
If this was Price is Right, guess who's going up to the board? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I would have stuck with 96, even though I knew it wasn't right.
A meteor's gonna hit Earth, so they decide to send up an oil rig drill team.
You know who directed that movie?
Michael Bay.
To try and break apart the asteroid?
Huh?
To try and break apart the asteroid?
Yeah. So they have to train like Bruce Willis has got an oil team, and it's like Michael Clark Duncan, Owen Wilson, Steve Buscemi.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Russian guy in every movie that plays the Russian guy.
And Big Lebowski, he's
Jeff Bridges?
yeah.
Jeff
Bridges ain't in it.
Oh no, I said the Russian guy is Big Lebowski.
Oh, the Russian guy.
What are they? The pacifists? What nationality are they? Not the pacifists. Fucking nihilists.
He's a man of focus and sheer fucking will.
Basically,
He's the beginning of John Wick 2.
it's basically a superhero movie about oil drillers saving the world.
Yeah, they have to break you. There's a fat guy on it from something. He dies. Everybody hella dies.
Who's that fat guy?
I don't know, he's a Coyote Ugly.
Now we argue about Ahsoka's Mandalorian episode again, which I liked. Okay, I like.
No, I don't think I trust your opinions anymore. You didn't like the Ahsoka episode, and you like
What?
Age of
I never
the
said I
Ahsoka
didn't like
episode?
the Ahsoka.
Did you see his reaction? Did you see it? Did you catch that? You're fucking crazy. You don't like that fucking
I said I
episode.
liked
He said
it.
it's his least favorite episode.
Least favorite because it didn't feel like a Mandalorian episode.
But it's Ahsoka's debut.
But wait, they're doing like
And Ernie's the authority on what the fuck the Mandalorian should be.
they're doing a lot of setup on that episode for her series, and you like the setup, right?
Okay.
But it was it was one of the best.
No, I'm just saying because he likes the setup on.
Okay, I appreciate that, but
Like, come on, that
doesn't
opening
mean
is
that
sick.
the opening's great. I just say it's a bad episode. It's a good episode.
No, he says your
It's
least
my
favorite. You
least
said your
favorite.
least favorite.
Does not say
My least favorite
That's
was
not saying it's bad, but that's ranking 7 other episodes.
That's my-
One
my-
including the fucking Frog Lady episode
Number one was my
above
least favorite.
Ahsoka.
I
What?
don't like the first episode, the crepe.
I thought it was really good.
That one was
It
great.
was just a little bit. I saw it like 3 or 4 times because I watched with different people, and it was just kind of got boring.
Because Ernie was saying,
The Spider one got to me more the more I've been talking to it with the guy. When we talked about it, I enjoyed more of it. Thinking about it again and thinking about
Well, it has some great set
the rush.
scenes.
The rush.
It
Because
has some good,
nothing important happens in that episode.
Yeah.
But
it's a filler episode.
so why is that one better than the Ahsoka episode?
It's just a rush, a good fun episode.
The
It-
Frog
it's
Lady one?
It's a Michael
I
Bay
fucking
episode.
hate you, dude. You're fucking gay.
It's a Michael Bay
You're
episode.
stupid, dude.
Dude, that
It's
opening scene, though.
exciting. Dude, that's one of the dopest things I've ever
Oh.
seen as far as Star Wars goes and
Just the fact when she turns
movies,
him on and
television
off,
in
she's
general.
murdering him
What?
and turns him on and
The
off.
Ahsoka episode. The first scene, but the whole episode.
First scene's great, but then there's no more. You don't see your.
I told you half of that episode is the first scene. The other half is her talking to Baby Yoda, and you find out the name and all this shit. And
Grogu.
then she fights at the end.
Grogu, yeah.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought it was Gregory.
Oh, the end scene's pretty amazing too, though. When she chops the bell in half and cuts the dude in half. When she's like,
No,
storming
dude, that
the
whole
thing.
fucking episode is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to break it down to what actually happened in that episode.
Because there's a lot of cool, like out of all the lightsaber shit, that her slaughtering those people in the dark is amazing. And cutting down the trees as she's doing it. There's so much in there.
You have to
that's just so
remember,
cool.
we don't have a lot of lightsabers in Mandalorian, so we're gonna have.
But
like,
you don't. I don't think you
people
have to understand.
people lost their
have-
mind.
but
when
you
they
have to
saw
appreciate what-
Luke show up with the green
Okay.
lightsaber in the dark.
You're saying I'm just can't get over the Frog. You're saying Frog Lady is better than Ahsoka.
It
Because the
was
Frog Lady episode is a one-off that is, in my opinion, one of the weakest episodes. And the Ahsoka one, you have to realize what's at stake when they even go to do that. And cast Rosario
they're
Dawson.
bringing in Thrawn. I get it.
It's not it's not nothing to do with Thrawn. I
It's
just mean
setting
like
up
it's,
Ahsoka Thrawn
it's
for
such a
the show.
fucking fan favorite character. I don't even really like Ahsoka that much, but that is one of the dopest things I've ever seen as far as Star Wars. That
Because
opening
they had
scene.
to, like, you couldn't fuck up that entry. Like, when you introduce her, you can't fuck that up. You have to baby gloves, fucking, here you go, try to, you know what I mean? Like, you have to satisfy so many people.
That's why Dave Filoni was on that episode,
Yeah.
right? Because he wanted to make sure that.
And did you see the making of thing? That making of season 2 or whatever?
Uh-huh.
He looks at fucking Ahsoka in the suit, and it's like, he just glows. It's like, look at my baby. You know what I mean? And it's everything about that was super cool.
They did a good job. I like what's her name? Rosie. What's her
Rosie
name?
O'Donnell.
Dawson.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Dawson?
Rosario Dawson.
Rosie
They show you
Perez.
how they do the lightsabers in that too, and it is just like those combat ready ones.
Mhm.
Like,
Rosie
they show
Perez.
you how to make it, and I was just like, oh. But there's a remote control
Dude,
that gets
Johnny
to
Ringo
turn
is
it
hella
on
good
and
in
off.
that shit.
That's cool.
They didn't use him well enough.
I know, but he still got to die in a duel, and it was actually
That
like,
wasn't even a fucking duel.
Oh, what? Come on, like where he shoots him at the end?
How was it not a duel?
He all puts
Did
down
you
the
hear anyone
guns.
say when?
Oh my god.
Say when longer.
He doesn't say Johnny Ringo doesn't say it.
Then he goes, all right, longer. Let's go.
Let's
go."
do it. It's let's do it.
It's a good episode. Just my least favorite. If I have 10 of my favorite porn
That's fine.
stars,
Everybody has an opinion. You're
10 of my
just
favorite
wrong.
porn stars, and this one's number 10, doesn't mean I'm not gonna go.
Okay, but
enjoy her.
there's a difference. A favorite porn star is a matter of your own liking and taste. This, you're
I
wrong.
don't like it.
Star Wars is different. Okay, you're
From the beginning,
You're just
From
wrong.
the beginning, I watched it. I said, "This is filmed hella different. It feels different."
Well, because they wanted to.
And
get
then I
that.
realized it was directed by Dave Filoni, and written by him. So it's a different vibe. That's how his shows are gonna probably look when he does it. That's fine. But it took me away of Mando's story that I was watching.
Okay, all right.
I just if the whole
I'm
Ahsoka
obsessed
series
with-
is shot like that, glorious, sir.
I'm obsessed with.
The Mandalorian, we get it. You don't want to see anybody else in the fucking show except fucking frog ladies.
I just wonder where the hell they're gonna go now. Third season. Like, how many seasons are we gonna get of Mandalorian?
Like 5.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think at least
Are
5.
they making the Book of Boba Fett one of the seasons, or is that going to be?
that's separate.
Okay.
It better be fucking 4 or an hour.
They already
long
announced
episode.
that's only 4
If it's like
episodes.
30-minute episodes, and be like, what the?
I think it might be. I think because Mando's all over the place. Mando's like
40 to
30,
38,
37,
yeah.
42.
That's true.
It hopefully will be an hour. Because I feel like there's so much Boba Fett shit to cover. Like, you have to cover how he got on the Sarlacc pit.
Mm-hmm.
you have to
If he
cover
even
what's
covers
gonna
it,
do.
I've been noticing more and more lately. I'm like, I feel like they don't really feel like they need to explain that.
Well, because they know they can go put a book out or fucking a comic later on and people will eat it up.
Well, look at C-3PO showing up with like a red leg or what the fuck, a red arm. They never explain it, and then you had to read the comic or play the video game, I think, and it showed what happened.
No, it's a comic.
What is it?
It's a comic. Well, they have them on that droid show too with those two. The C-3PO.
That's
and
gonna be like a
R2-D2
kid show, dude.
I don't know. They
Those
said-
Rebels.
Rebels though, dude, like Rebels and Clone Wars, they start off as a kid show. Like the first season of Clone Wars is very kiddie, and then like you get into
Then
season
I guess
3
I need to
and
watch
it's
more Rebels because I was
dying.
telling Ernie, I was like, dude, I've been trying to watch Rebels, like
Rebels
really
is
trying,
fun.
and I don't like
You
it.
gotta get into the last season. Once you hit that last
Because
season.
to me, Clone Wars is just so much different and better than Rebels.
Rebels starts off really slow until you get into Thrawn and Darth Maul shit, and then you get into the 4th season and it gets fucking trippy with the Loaf. Where is he from? Loaf,
Something like that.
whatever planet. You get into the wolves, the force powers and shit. That's
yeah.
cool.
Mm.
That part was really cool. Like the last season was solid. The first season's pretty weak.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through it.
I like some the Darth Maul shit was awesome. Once you get to him, it's cool.
It's just the tone of the show. To me, is really kiddie
The Ahsoka and
compared to
Vader
Clone
fight.
Wars. Clone Wars is.
That Ahsoka and Vader fight that they have in Rebels is really good too. Like that was pretty sick.
I was kind of lost. I was watching it again the other day. But it's like, Ezra's there when the fight's happening, and then like, he has long hair during the fight. Then he's outside with shaved hair, and he grabs Ahsoka and pulls her through.
That's 2 seasons apart though.
Yeah, she has shaved hair in like the 3rd season or something.
'Cause that's after Ton dies. Or what's his name?
Caden?
Yeah, that's after he dies.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like the last season.
See, that's
when
what
he
sucks
dies.
because Freddie Prinze Jr. can play him still, but
I'm pissed they didn't bring him back. It's like we were talking about, they bring all that shit into Rebels.
Yeah.
You should have brought him instead of Luke. I'm just saying.
That would've been sick, yeah.
I
Or
would've
or even having Ezra instead of Luke, but
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, have him instead
told
of
you
Luke.
they're waiting. They're gonna save Ezra for Ahsoka's show.
yeah, probably.
They're gonna focus on Mandalore stuff while all that happens.
Did you guys like that Mandalorian episode where like Bo-Katan and stuff came and the Mandalorian?
When she first showed up?
Yeah. Like with the
Yeah.
they dropped off the frog lady. That was kind of cool.
That was a solid episode.
There was
It's better than the frog lady episode.
There was no bad like episodes for me. I enjoyed. That's the problem with Mandalorian. There's even a filler episode's a good episode to me. Like,
So
Well, I
why
wanna get those
is that a
aftermath
problem?
did I say it was a fucking problem?
You just did. Go back and watch the fucking video because you have it on fucking video. You said the problem is they're all good.
Fine. If that's what I mean a good problem then.
Well, even what the hell was the dude's name who had Boba Fett's armor first? Cobb Vanth?
Then or whatever his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Because I guess he's in the books. Like the
Yeah.
aftermath books. I haven't read them yet, but I kind of want to know.
What book is he in?
He's in like the first and the second one, I want to say, right?
There's 3 aftermath books that take
Maybe
place after Return of the Jedi, and he's a marshal in that too.
Yeah.
But-
I think that book carries on until like it ends, and then like Mandalorian meets him after the end of the book. I want to say, right? I think. Actually,
I don't know how much they're taking of it. I almost bought them, but to be real with you, it'd be better if I drove a lot and had audio and just listened to them.
Yeah. The Thrawn ones are pretty easy to get through. Like that first Thrawn book is.
I just
fucking
don't want to
amazing.
sit down. Like I get restless. I like to if I'm sucks. I can't do while I'm editing because I need to listen to what's going on. But I like when I'm doing things and I can just listen to it while I'm doing stuff. Let's say I'm sorting magic, maybe. I like to listen to the audio of like whatever. I can listen to books and all that.
Cause yeah, dude, those fucking the new Thrawn books are fucking awesome. I want to go back and get the old ones because I never read those.
Declan always talks about the comics.
The comics are basically just the retelling of that first Thrawn book where he meets the Emperor and all that.
He doesn't have long ass hair.
Yeah.
He looks all like tribe-ish, doesn't he?
Well, what happens is he's part of the whatever his species name is, the Chris or whatever. He's part of that. They're like their military and stuff. Like you don't even know what he is yet in their military, but they send him on a planet and they make it look like he's stranded and that he gets outcasted from the planet. So when the Empire comes and picks him up, they're like, "Oh, why are you stranded here?" Blah blah blah, and he infiltrates the Empire to see if they're a worthy ally to fight whatever's coming that him and his people are worried about. Because they're worried about something coming from the outer rim that can just wipe out the universe. And they're called like the Galax or something, Galak.
It was just so fucking much, dude. Like, I get intrigued and I want to learn a little bit more, but like I said, it's like baby steps for me. Like one of the things was, okay, I'm really intrigued that they made a whole history of Mace Windu's lightsaber, but I can't find anything about it or when he dabbled with it, the dark side.
I think it's just like you said, it's just literally like a throwaway line of dialogue where they're like, it's in one of the comic books and they're literally like, oh, he, his fight style is so aggressive that he made his own. It's not type or Form 1 or Form 5.
So I heard it is one, but it's a Sith style.
No, he has his own. He has his own fighting style that's completely unique to him. Like he created his own. It's so.
To me, it's weird too, because it's not like Lucas was sitting there telling him, "Oh, Sam, while I'm gonna let you know that your character is gonna have its own fighting style." Blah blah blah. This was all. Feel with Deadpool. Like, I hate that everyone's like, or Rob Liefeld's like, "Hey, suck my dick," because I created Deadpool. I'm like, you did not create the guy we have today. Like,
yeah.
If you really want to look like Joe Kelly, wrote mainly the Bumble.
Well, even you could Daniel Way or whatever that.
Daniel Way did a lot, but Joe Kelly started the Chimichangas, the B. Arthur, and
he started the weird shit that we know now.
Yeah, and all that stuff.
Because that's why it's like I don't like Daniel Way or whatever as a writer. Because like the Thunderbolts book was good, but some of those Deadpool books are fucking horrible.
Is what's his name?
I hate this
still.
Who?
Deadpool creator is he blocked still?
Yeah, he has been blocked.
That's hilarious.
It doesn't take much. I got blocked by Dan Slott because I said he was lazy as fuck for the. I think you liked the story though, the Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It was garbage. I hated it.
Why?
It was all for shock value. Dude, he made Doc Ock switch brands of them with the best character ever in Marvel Universe. Then he made it to downgrade it to make fun of it, kind of where Peter started dating a midget.
No, because okay, the whole thing why he starts dating the midget or whatever is because like she's super smart and all that. And
Yeah,
he's like,
he's making like fun of, and like it was almost like Dan Slott was trying to like his life sucked. They said, and he was trying to like make Peter's life suck.
No, dude, like okay. Look, Peter's dead, basically. Peter, like, still is in, like, his brain, like, the spirit.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, when Doc Ock tries to kill someone, Peter stops him.
The thing is, I read them on 4chan.
Oh,
So I didn't buy them. I would not support them. I normally will buy my comics no matter what. Dan Slott, I called him out on it. He got mad.
That's fucking funny.
So he argued with me back and forth, and I told him that my shop was cutting numbers. And they told me, like, A1 was like, we're losing numbers on Spider-Man hella bad because it's just no one likes it. And I made a quip about it. He got mad, so he decided to go back and forth with me for probably about 8-9 comments back and forth between us. Then to him finally booting me, and I'm like, I don't care, dude. You're fucking Dan Slott.
Dude,
Like I like Peter David, dude. I like Chris Claremont. I like really like good writers. For them, it was all shock value for me.
dude, that story went on for, like, 2 years. And, like, you totally flush out Octavius. Like, it was
Doc
good.
Ock is not that cool.
It was, though, because you have him in, like, Spider-Man's body when he kills the one dude and shit. It was solid. That whole run was solid. Even the fucking Superior Spider-Man team-up was solid, dude.
They did the Avenging
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, even, like, they did that one. There's a crossover with 2099. That was pretty solid. Spider-Verse. He's in the Spider-Verse thing. It was sweet. I dug the shit out of it.
He's on the Spider-Verse storyline, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. They go back and they get Doc Ock, and there's like a time travel thing where he gets sent to 2099 and Miguel gets sent in our timeline. And then they flip
He
flop.
wrote Spider-Verse. I know that.
That one, dude.
Spider-Verse was okay.
Oh, dude, Moreland's badass.
I like Moreland, but he was way more badass. I'm sorry, again. I like JMS. I can't pronounce his whole name, but
Oh, Krasinski or whatever.
yeah, his whole run, and he wrote the Other, and people hated the Other. I actually liked the Other because it was kind of creepy.
Well, it has a more of a horror movie.
Well,
vibe,
he
for
gets
sure.
cocooned and shit.
Yeah,
like,
he comes out with
he gets basically how Ben Reilly becomes, Kane becomes Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
And then he's basically what that is, where he can see in the dark. He's got the stingers that come out of his wrist and all that.
It wasn't bad. I kind of dug it.
But
Moreland.
JMS doing Moreland, like where he's like beating the fuck, his eyeballs hanging out like Glenn and stuff. Like, it's pretty vile. And then they did the whole thing with Spider Universe, which is okay concept of them hunting down all the Spider-Mans. That always happens in different stories. But the fact that Moreland and like his family are doing, I don't know, it was just weird.
Dude, the family's sick though. You got the chick with knives, the dude with the whip, the fucking big ass one. It was pretty good. I dug it.
Does it tie into where everyone becomes Spider-Man? Spider Island?
No, that's something different. That was something with Madam Web. Something Madam Web was like a big thing on that one. But no, dude, like
How does Spider-Verse end again?
Spider-Verse ends with them killing all of them. No, they turn them into babies. But they can't kill them because like they have a clone bat thing where they keep popping up on their Earth. So like they turn them
I know
into
Ben
babies.
Reilly has to risk himself again. He's like, no matter what universe I'm in, I have to die, I guess, or something.
Yeah, because he dies like 87 times or some weird shit. Yeah, because he gets all fucked up in that one. See, like I said, I got into the Spider-Gwen shit for a minute there because that was kind of cool. Like, I started reading those just to kind of, because they connected to Spider-Verse, and I was trying to read all the spin-offs. And those actually aren't bad, dude. They're kind of different. Like, Frank Castle's a cop, and he's like after her. And, the big bad guy is fucking Daredevil. Yeah, Matt Murdock works for the Hand and shit. It's not bad.
We never got any of these clicks.
No. I was super bummed about that too, because like Peter Parker's the Lizard.
Yeah, I know that. See, I never read Spider-Man, but I knew Peter Parker was Lizard in her timeline.
Yeah,
I think she says that even in the cartoon, though.
Yeah. He's the Lizard.
Did you ever read Axis when they switched spots?
Some of it. I read the Hobgoblin one.
I liked at the end where Carnage like dies a hero. Like he like webs all the shit up and like the bomb up and he stays with it or whatever.
Look at that. I just love the Hobgoblin once he's like doing a self-help thing and he's like selling fucking armor and shit and like it's stupid but it's so good.
I wish they'd give more with Axis. I wanted clicks for that so bad.
Well, you got
And
the.
what was it? Go ahead.
Well, you got the Onslaught, Red Onslaught or whatever. Cause that was awesome.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that did it all because when he shot, and then when they did it.
Well, he gets Xavier's brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they shoot it to cure everybody or whatever, that's when Havoc blocks it and he stays evil and Sabretooth stays good. All the rest get cured.
Yeah, well then he turns into White Skull or some shit, right?
I don't know.
Cause I remember like they turned
Where you
White Skull
going?
into, like White Skull.
I don't know about it. What was the Infinity one where they warped into different characters?
That was when Gamora kills Thanos and Infinity Gems and weirdness. I didn't read a whole lot of that one.
And Spider-Man's like Spider-Knight or something? Is Moon Knight
He's
Spider-Man?
Moon Knight, Spider-Man, and then
All those I hella like.
Thor.
Like,
and
I wanted to buy those
Iron
just
Man.
for the covers.
Well, you had a couple cool ones. Thor, Iron Man, him, and Doctor Strange was somebody too. Those weren't bad.
Wasn't the Punisher Doctor Strange at one point?
I think so.
Punisher Strange.
Punisher's Scream or whatever.
Yeah. Something like that.
Like I said, some of the new, I don't know, I dig the new X-Men books. Like, I think they're not too bad at all. Like, the powers, like, some people hate them up too. Like,
I haven't read any of them. I need to read some of them. I haven't like kept up on comics or anything like that. But
Powers of X is solid. Like, anything Jonathan Hickman does is fucking pretty good.
yeah.
So, like, him on Fantastic Four is still my favorite run of Fantastic Four. And then him doing the Secret Wars and that Avengers run he did is like the best fucking Avengers run.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did. He's doing all the X-Men shit. It's trippy. Like X-Men get resurrected. There's like no one dies anymore, so you can just resurrect them. It's fucking weird, but good.
Cool.
So even what the fuck was the last one? The Swords of X thing was kind of dumb, but it was just because it's a 23-part crossover. You know what I mean? So it was kind of. I feel like it could have been a 6-issue series, but that's just me. But yeah, they stretched that fucker out to 23 issues through all the different X-Men books.
That's good. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It'll take forever just to get through it, huh?
Well, and then I don't know, when you're reading it, it's very choppy. So that's why I was just like, I don't know. Holy fuck. It's Goo Goo Dolls guy.
I thought the Goo Goo Dolls were all girls.
It looks like a girl.
Holy shit, dude.
Hey,
What happened?
Goo Goo Dolls are old as hell.
Yeah.
Huh?
Look at the Goo Goo Dolls guy.
He's old.
Oh, I didn't need to be told that.
I guess we're like, with everything being postponed during 2020 and all that, like, I feel like the only like really good things, like a lot of movies couldn't come out, TV couldn't come out. Yeah, where they took these guys from? Ladies and gentlemen, Goo Goo Dolls.
The 90s.
But they haven't done shit in forever. But yeah, like for 2020, like there wasn't much good going on. But like, Mandalorian was like the only really show people watched. The Boys people watched. Movies was like they released Mulan straight to. What are you laughing at, you feminist?
What? Who cares about Mulan?
My wife watched it and liked it. Did I watch it? No, but
It's not bad, dude. It's a war movie.
see, look at it.
It's like a Disney war movie. It's not bad.
Why didn't you watch everything?
You watch Onward?
Which one's that?
The
Oh, that's the
Pixar
Chris Pratt
one?
one. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
That was a good movie. It made me sad.
That wasn't bad. The end I knew was coming though. I didn't like the end.
You're gonna watch Soul?
It's not
Soul's
bad.
already out.
It's
No,
not
I mean,
bad.
I know it's out, but I'm assuming nobody here's watching.
You just said it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Oh my god, dude! How do you watch that? How do you have time to fucking watch and read all
I've been
this
off
shit?
work for 2 weeks, bro.
Okay.
I'm on
okay.
Christmas break.
Okay. Okay.
How Soul? Like, does it jerk you in the heart at all?
People
or-
say you cry within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't think it's really. I mean, I don't know.
What's it about? Black people, probably?
Black people dying. Literally. Yeah, it's about black people dying.
From like sickle cell and diabetes.
So the dude dies in the first like 20 minutes of the movie, and then it's like him trying to get back to his soul back into his body, and that's like the gist. of it.
But when he dies, he's his just the soul.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just his soul, and he goes like to the other.
You go fucking limbo?
Kinda.
He's in limbo the whole time.
It's fucking weird.
They're
but
trying to
it's-
figure out, I think, right, where he goes to heaven or hell or in a way or something.
Well, he's supposed to go to the afterlife, but he doesn't. He goes to the pre-life where like souls are made, kind of a thing. It's different. It's not bad. I thought it was like heavy for like a kid though. Like for a kid's movie,
Dude.
it's pretty fucking
Dude,
heavy.
Inside Out's pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been making. That's like their new shtick.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Oh, really heavy.
Yeah. You watch it, you're like, Jesus Christ. This
Inside Out's hella deep because you're like, oh shit, we all do need sadness in our life to balance out the happy. And it's like, it all makes sense. And it's just like, for my son, I feel like it's way too deep.
Look, this one's
It's
like
more of a
that.
counseling session for me.
And Bing Bong, whatever his name is. That's who it is.
Yeah.
That's a tearjerker.
His name is Bing Bong. Yeah, that's sad too.
Yeah, there's a couple times in the song where you're just
Onward,
like, fuck.
Onward, I don't know if I can see the ending coming with
The dad?
him letting him see the dad. They split. Or
Yeah.
I don't know if I knew that was coming.
Dude, I knew I was like, he's not gonna see the dad. Like, you know, they go through all this, and he's not gonna get to see the dad.
It's weird because it's Star Wars and Spider-Man.
That's why I watched it. I was like sold. I was like, Chris Pratt's the shit. I don't mind.
I don't know. Chris Pratt's been kind of weird lately.
Chris Pratt is weird as fuck in real life, but
He's like a super Christian, like,
farm guy.
and like really downs you if you don't believe the way he believes. Kind of. I feel like his attitude. I don't know.
He's weirdly religious, which I would not.
A lot of celebrities are though. That's the weird thing. Like, a lot of Scientologists, and then like Chris Pratt.
Well, but it's like he like got rid of his girl, and then got a whole new other girl.
It's our Schwarzenegger's daughter, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he's banging Schwarzenegger's daughter. They had a kid.
Pratt did, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he married a Schwarzenegger.
And he was with what's her face for a long time.
Anna Faris or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. They were together for like 5 years.
I kind of feel like he was like hanging around while she was skyrocketing up. Then he started skyrocketing up, and I think that
He's like, peace, bitch.
well, I think that caused problems probably. Seeing like you're dropping your value in acting and all that. No one's hiring you, but then your dude became the new hot thing after after Star Wars actually. Then they started hiring him in everything. I mean, he was in Jurassic Park.
What was that one thing that was Kevin Smith's like? He played the fucking Jaws and Shark, or the Shark and Jaws. I fucking watched that movie and I won, dude. Like, everything he's been in so far has been solid.
Who?
Chris Pratt.
He plays with Jaws?
No, that was just like Kevin Smith's.
That's
like,
what he said.
Oh,
it's like that
No, we
motherfucker
go see
played the
Jaws,
shark
and
in
all he
Jaws,
did
I'm
was play the
watching.
fucking shark.
I got you. Well, Kevin Smith's been making weird shit too, so I was like,
I want to see that Moose Jaws movie still.
Moose Jaws?
I can give two shits, dude. Kevin Smith lost his fucking mind.
Dude, have you seen Tusk?
No, I've seen parts of it. I can't do it. It's too weird.
You need to watch.
I watched Yoga Hosers, and it was just...
That one's terrible.
What's Moose Jaws?
What's any of
Jaws
those
with
things
the
you
moose?
just said?
What's Moose Jaws?
So he's supposed to do a Canadian
Jaws.
trilogy, and the first one was Tusk, and the second one Yoga Hoosers, and then the third one is a hockey movie about a moose that eats people. So it's Jaws with a moose in Canada.
And of course, that has to have hockey in it. So.
Dude, I was just like sold, dude. I want to watch this fucking movie. Like, have you seen Tusk? It's
I haven't
good.
heard of it.
I never heard of any of these movies
You never heard of
It's a
these?
horror movie, dude. It's
that
Kevin
he
Smith.
directed
Yeah,
in the last 5 years.
yeah.
Longer.
Really? Are they that old?
Tusk is like 5-6 years old, yeah. It's solid, dude. It's so solid. You gotta watch it.
What's Tusk about?
It's about a dude who has a podcast.
Turns into a fucking tusk. Or
Yeah.
turns into a walrus.
Well, he goes and he meets a man who had a love affair with a walrus. And then
Johnny Depp's pretty good in it.
Johnny Depp's amazing in it.
Because he has like prosthetics on his.
He
He's
can't
just
even
a
tell
weird-
it's Johnny Depp, dude. When he first comes on, he goes, whoa. And then, who's the dude who gets turned into it?
It's
He's in all kinds of shit.
he's in wait the main guy in waiting, right?
Justin Long.
Justin Long.
Yeah, he's the dude who gets turned into a fucking.
He's a cheerleader in dodgeball.
I know Justin Long.
Oh, I'm
He
sorry.
gets turned into the Tusk thing.
He's in Sasquatch Gang, guessing that one.
And you know the story how that movie got made, right?
But
Like Tusk, the
no, I never heard of it.
It was on a podcast.
yeah, they literally got high and they talked about this ad on the internet, and they made a movie about this ad that they saw on the internet. And the ad's super weird. It's like, I'll let you stay at my house for free if you dress as a walrus and make walrus noises once a week and play in my pool. Other than that, you can stay here rent free. It's like they literally like, what do you think this guy's like? Like, and they make this whole story, and that ended up being their hour-and-a-half long podcast. Ended up being the movie, and they just made the movie.
Well, that's like I want to do something with the idea of the cocaine bear because for some reason that idea just sounds fucking great. That at one point in time, that bear became the highest apex predator.
Until its heart exploded.
But like for like 2 minutes, for real, it's for real. But like for
Because
two,
he eats like a key of cocaine,
if
right?
for like 2 minutes in the world, like while he was alive, he was the apex predator, the most craziest animal ever. Like no one could stop this animal for 2 minutes.
Like tackling elephants and shit like that.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
It's grizzly
and that's
bear
why we-
high on cocaine.
Austin's the one that brought the story to me. He played board games with us. So me, him, and Dave were like, I went back to them and I was like, dude, I want to do something with that idea. Even a board game, if it's like cocaine bear. And I drew a picture of a bear like snoring, like roaring at the same time. But yeah, like some fucking drug dealer was trying to like fly or whatever, and he had to bail because whatever, they were after him, or so I don't know what was happening. But regardless, hella coke fell in the fucking wilderness. And when it was found, a bear ate a shit ton of coke. And the way it reacted to his body, for like 2 minutes, he was a diabolical fucking beast that could destroy anything.
Well, there's that thing too.
Then it died from everything after. Lung shut down, heart attack, everything you could imagine. His kidneys were gone,
This was
everything. But for 2 minutes of his life, he was a legend. There was nothing you could put in front of that motherfucker that he couldn't handle. Because he couldn't feel it. He had the cocaine in his belly.
It's just insane though. It's hard. It had to just explode. You know
They
what I mean?
said after that 2 minutes or whatever.
It's supposed to be real?
It's real life. It's a real story.
Really?
Yeah. They did the autopsy on the bear and everything. They found like hella coke in him.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Well, there's that
And it was
thing
a drug dealer that was throwing it out of his plane, and it landed in the forest. And like I said, the bear, they said precisely whatever minutes, I think it was like 2 minutes or whatever, he became the most apex predator we ever had.
Yeah.
Like, scientists are probably studying that shit, trying to figure out how to use it for the army now.
You saw that thing, dude. China's doing super soldiers.
Are they?
Yeah, they're genetically engineering or altering soldiers and putting shit in their DNA to give them super strength and super
What?
reflexes.
I'll sign
They're
up.
actually doing that?
Yep, them in France are the only ones who
So-
ethically signed off on it.
So we're gonna get a Chinese Captain America before
Yeah.
America does?
Yeah.
So it would be Captain China.
Yeah, Captain
Captain
China.
China.
Damn.
Captain
Or
Communism.
Captain Beijing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. My friend who runs one of the Facebook pages, he told me, I don't know where they got it from, but black people were supposed to get powers on the 21st.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And then my cousin, who's black, he was like, I'm waiting, and everybody's making jokes because they always make all black characters have electricity powers for some reason. Like every black character you could think of, they all have electricity powers. So we're just waiting for. We're waiting for Storm, Static Shock.
Jamie Foxx Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. My cousin always called it Blacktricity. But yeah, dude, it's just it's
I think that
Josh
was
Groban.
I thought that was a little dicky at first.
Did you?
I don't know. His face kind of looks like him.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny. Everyone was posting. My friends on Facebook were all like, "I guess it ain't happening today because no powers yet." I'm like, technically, if you believe in evolution, we all came from Africa, so I should have like a 1% chance that maybe I'll wake up.
It makes static electricity, that's all.
It's like sparks.
Shock people.
I know you're the god of thunder, but I see more sparkles than anything. That's what I have. Sparkles. That's a great movie that I don't understand people don't like. Is Ragnarok.
That's a song.
I like that one.
People are always like, ugh, too many jugs. And
It's
I'm
definitely
like,
the best Thor movie.
dude, I'm glad that we got to have a Thor Hulk movie.
But that's
basically.
because the Thor movies suck ass.
First one's okay,
First one's
but what
solid.
takes you
Second one's
what takes you out of it is there's not much fighting, and the big fight's Destroyer, which kind of sucks.
one. They fucked up the
But-
Frost Giants.
And they made his hair, they dyed his eyebrows blonde,
Yeah.
and it makes him look really goofy. He's not even in that great of shape. I mean, he's in. I mean, look at me, but his body's weird. His physique, how it is. Then when he comes back, he has more of a Thor-like physique. Because he was like kind of thin in the waist and shit. When he's walking around looking like a Calvin Klein model, looking for a shirt or whatever. Then they made him more like wider, beefy. It made more sense.
The second one, they just fucked up Malekith. Like, if you would have done
Dude,
half of what Jason Aaron did with Malekith, if you do half of that in a movie, sold. Like, evil fucking elf sorcerer, dude, that should be cool.
and it sucks that it's Christopher Eccleston, who's a good actor,
Yeah.
that you had a movie for him, and it was just so bad. But I think it came to the flaw where you had to evolve the ether in it, or the gym.
But you
They
could
were
have.
so forced to add that in there. It sucked.
But you still could have done that. It made Malekith like really stupid. And they didn't make the dark elves like scary or magic or anything.
Well, they all wore masks.
But it's still. I mean,
It's a
you could have
kid's
had
movie.
a little more intimidating. Cause like I feel like that's my problem with Age of Ultron. Is like I am not at all afraid of Ultron.
No.
He's just cracking jokes. You're
And,
supposed to have
I'm
that
supposed to be.
evil.
And I'm supposed to be afraid of Darth Vader.
How are you not afraid of Darth Vader?
Declan's like he's the most menacing Sith.
You live in that world and you hear that fucking face thing, you're gonna shit your pants.
If I know about him, yeah, but you're telling me off looks There's too many Sith that look
motherfucker
scary.
walks off a ship. You're not gonna be like, oh, that guy's kind of. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, dude, that dude in the suit.
When they say he's
fucking
like
freaky.
7 foot, basically. They said he's like 7 foot
He's an intimidating presence, sir.
with the robot enhancements. But dude, that's not the thing, sure. But there's other Sith that are way scarier than that fool.
Like who? And don't say Darth Maul.
Darth Maul's scary.
You can't say
But
Darth
if you
Maul.
go, if Darth, I told last time, I think Darth Bane is scarier.
Darth Bane's not in a fucking movie though.
Well, that wasn't Declan's
All you have is a
argument.
drawing of Darth Bane. You don't have any
Declan's
physicality
argument
of Darth
is
Bane.
he's the most intimidating Sith.
Darth Vader?
Yeah, and that it wasn't in movies or whatever. In movies, I'm like, of course, there's not that many.
Doesn't that look like a skeleton, Darth Andu?
Who's the one that has kind of like the crab bones and stuff?
That's Darth Bane.
That's Darth Bane, right? Then what about the dude that's bald Bane?
That's Darth Bane too.
Oh, that's just.
Because Darth Bane gets this weird armor on him. It's like these shell things that like grow onto him and poison him at the same time. But they're laser proof. Like a lightsaber can't cut them. So he gets that eventually, and then he gets them off, and then he's just a bald, big Dave Bautista looking motherfucker. Because he's huge. Like Darth Bane, he's just huge in all those books.
How's he die?
His apprentice kid fights him to the death, but not before. He like him and Zantana. No, Zan's
Him and Carlos Santana.
Him and Carlos
That's
Santana.
what you sound like when you try to say Zatanna.
Santana.
Well, he fights with his apprentice, and his apprentice essentially kills him. But he tries to do the thing that Palpatine did, where he switches his essence into another body. And they have like a mind fight, and she ends up killing him, but a little shred of Darth Bane lives inside of her.
Who's that?
His apprentice, like Darth Zan something. Zan.
Now, are the sisters ever any Darths?
One.
Or any of the
Night Sisters?
Night Sisters, any
No.
Darths?
No, they're just always.
Any of the Inquisitors, any Darths?
Inquisitors are just basically Jedi children that they kidnap and brainwash.
That's weird.
Well, because you gotta think, like, they wanted some Force sensitive people.
Well, the
Like,
Grand
all-
Inquisitor, I thought it was always like a Darth or someone.
No, he was a student that got kicked out of the Jedi Order, and then Palpatine swept him up. Because in that Darth Vader book, he talks about how he.
I don't get like swept up. Palpatine's like, you want to get in?
Well, because he's like, oh, you know, you hate the Jedi, they pissed you off. Come to me, come to the dark side.
And it's like, hey, this guy seems all right.
Except one I want to see is if they do that Lando TV show, I want Darth Maul to be the crime boss.
But
That's crazy they're doing Orlando.
all they're gonna do is do their plans for the Han Solo movie. That's all they're gonna do.
Well, the Han Solo movie, if it wouldn't have been such a fuck up, and it would have did good, we would have got a second movie with Darth Maul being fucking crime lord. It would have been the shit, dude. Khaleesi running around fucking shit up. Like, it would have been a good solid movie.
Did you like her in that movie?
I didn't mind her in that movie. I don't think that movie's terrible.
Solo?
Yeah, I don't think it's terrible. Hear me out. Hear me out. Like, I don't give a fuck about the dice. I don't give a fuck about the Kessel Run. I don't give a fuck about any of that. What it's set up with Darth Maul and all that, and like the whole.
It's
Like,
a boring movie, that's all.
it is pretty
I'm
boring.
feeling like a
If it
star.
would have showed
Can't stop
more
my
of the
shine.
crime side, if it would have showed more of the underworld, I think it would have been a lot.
And I think it was.
Han Solo.
I don't know if it's just miscast or you just can't recreate Han Solo really.
Yeah, I don't think it. Well, that's the whole thing. Is I don't think it
'Cause
should have
I
been
don't-
as much Han Solo.
Movies.
You could have did a Lando movie. I might have been more down.
boring.
With Donald Glover.
Yeah.
I don't really like Donald Glover as Lando.
See, I just if it would have showed more of the underworld, I would have been cool with that. Like the
Because like
cartels and all
I'm
that.
too much like this is Donald Glover. You know what I mean? Instead of like this is the guy playing Lando, some guy. You know.
He was like,
Well, that's why
Gambino's up
that's
there,
why
but-
they do
Childish
that.
Gambino, exactly.
That's why they don't want to cast like people as Wolverine and shit like that because they don't want you to be like, oh, it's that character, or I see that actor over that character.
Well, that's why Wolverine you need somebody new like Hugh Jackman was when he started. Because think, he was not famous. He was a Broadway
Dude,
guy.
I know, but look at Hugh Jackman in the first one. I don't know how he got that fucking role.
The motherfucker can act his ass off. He's the greatest showman, bro. Is that his? Yeah, that's the other movie he's in.
What?
Hugh Jackman.
Dude,
The Magic movie?
it's funny because no, that's
No, that's
Now you see. No, it's
No, that's the one with the Lex Luthor.
Yeah. What is that movie called?
No,
It's
The magic one?
the one with Lex Luthor and Woody Harrelson.
It's the one with Christian Bale.
Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, I'm going back to the other one, the Christian Bale, and I was making a joke about that movie.
I always get that movie and the Edward
The
Norton.
Magician something?
The
No,
Edward
it's not
Norton.
the
Oh, it's called, this is called The Magician?
No, it's called
Prestige.
The Prestige. There you go.
But I always get that one confused.
That's it. That's the
with-
one.
There's the other magic movie with Edward Norton. You seen that one?
Rounders.
No.
That's
Fight Club. He was two guys the whole time.
Fuck is that movie called? That's a hella good movie though.
Fight Club?
No, it's kind of like The Prestige, but it's with Edward Norton. It's like old magic movie.
There's one called Houdini, I know,
That
that
was
they made
just-
a while ago, but
Oh yeah, you're the Magic Man. You should know this. You should watch. all
Have you
that
seen those movies, Jake?
no.
Neither of them. You haven't seen The Prestige?
Mhm.
Damn, dude, that's a hell. Fucking David Bowie's in that movie, dude.
You can dance if you want to.
David Bowie's a singer, right?
Yeah.
Fuck
God
me,
damn,
Jay.
young
The
kids.
Illusionist. That's what
Hey,
it's
he
called.
knew. Illusionist?
Yeah.
With Edward Norton?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's a hella good movie, too.
I don't know. Edward Norton, I feel like, is hit or miss, dude.
Edward
His
Norton.
movies are
Well, he
Norton-
plays an 18th century British English magician in that one, so if that's your cup of tea.
Edward Norton is very hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
Do you know who's spot on all the time?
Who?
Is
Keanu Reeves.
pedophile Kevin Spacey, and now we won't see him in anything forever and ever.
Was he spot on in K-Pax?
Probably. I don't watch it.
You never seen it?
It looked bad. It's where he's an alien, right? And
He
he's
plays the guy who thinks he's an alien.
yeah.
But it's about like
It's
I
like
think
drops of
I think he
Jupiter
said
in
he
her
just has
hand.
like such bad PTSD about something that he convinces himself he's an alien or something. But he's really convincing.
Oh,
Like
what about that one with the guy at the office where he has he plays with the dolls or whatever?
I wanted to see that with
Oh.
Steve Carell.
Yeah, Steve
Oh,
Carell,
no,
where he's
no,
trying
no.
to win that
I never-
Oscar.
yeah, I never saw it.
I've never seen it either. That's why I was curious.
I thought it looked really cool how they did it.
He's in the movie 21 too, right? Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
The casino movie.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey's fucking just great in
What was
everything.
the one?
He just like get a touch on everything.
7.
Little boys.
The 7 or whatever. That where
Detective! When he walks in and he's all covered in blood.
Oh, that old movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that old movie. I mean, it's old, but shit. Yeah,
What's
right.
it called? 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 25 years old.
That movie's fucking
Greed,
solid.
sloth, wrath, gluttony. It's when they're trying to figure out, dude. It's a hard movie to watch, dude.
Is that the What's in the Box movie?
Yeah.
What's
That's
in the
it.
box?
What's in the
You don't need to say it like you're from the valley.
God
Pizza
damn.
pies in the box.
That was a hard.
Silly weenie.
Well, the beginning, you meet the fucking huge fat dude. They kick his belly in until it fucking bursts.
Yeah.
And that's why they find gluttony behind the fridge. And then it's like,
That movie's fucking.
every death is horrible.
Yeah.
Lust, like the dude had to fuck the girl with the blade on his dick. And he's like all shaking and traumatized. Like, he made me fuck her. He made me fuck her. And it's like brutal. And then the sloth, they kept that guy tied up in his bed for like months. And they have all those tree air fresheners hanging everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And they wake him up and he's like in shock. And it's just fucking brutal. Like, he always gave him just enough to like live a little bit. And at the end, it's like there's two, like, envy and wrath are left, and you're just like, where is this going? And then it gets to that point, and you're like, no.
I don't know, dude. Like I said, that was a solid movie. It's hard to watch. It's like
Well, Brad Pitt's great in it. And Brad Pitt is one of the most underrated actors, I think, because people get too like into his looks and shit. But he's fucking great in like almost everything he does.
What's that one where he's Achilles?
Troy.
Oh, Troy's a good
Yeah.
one.
Troy I never watch. I don't really watch all those kind of movies.
Dude, that one's solid.
Where it's supposed to be a bunch of guys like rubbing around each other with oil and armor.
Dude,
I watch wrestling, okay?
It's the same fucking thing,
I
but
know.
with swords. Like, goddamn.
But Morgan Freeman, and that's the thing too, is how they shot it. The whole movie's like in rain in the dark, and the ending's like bright in the sun, and it's just so traumatic.
That's a good fucking movie, though. What's the other one?
John Doe has the upper hand. Yeah, that's a disturbing ending.
And then Jude died. That's
Huh?
crazy.
Huh?
I said MF2 died. That's crazy.
Oh, you're still reflecting?
Yeah.
I wonder how it happened. It's crazy.
I know. I think
They haven't said yet, right?
he was 49. I'm just guessing he had some kind of health problem.
It's crazy.
Well, his kid died last year, right? That was the other thing.
I didn't know that, but I guess he did.
Yeah, his
Wow.
kid died or something too, not too
Or
long.
maybe I did hear that and I just don't remember.
How old is this kid?
He was
Kid,
probably
yeah.
like between 10 and 20. Probably 15 or something.
The pictures, he looks little. Like the picture they showed, he looked like young, like 13.
Do you wonder if it's COVID?
Could
yeah.
be.
Yeah. They're not gonna want you to. They don't. Everybody doesn't want everything to be related to COVID, but it always feels like it is.
Yeah, he could have had some other health problems that COVID didn't help
Shit,
with.
you can't come home sick to work without getting a goddamn test. I can't.
That's why I wish people would just kind of do what they gotta do and do the right thing and stuff like that. Cause like, watch a video of the lady's like, I'm just going to the dentist. Why do I gotta wear a mask? I'm like, just wear a mask and go in. Just who cares?
Dude, dentists, they make you do weird shit now. Last time I went, they make you wash your mouth out with like a thing before they look at you.
And they're like, well, we want to take your temperature if you're not gonna wear a mask. And she's like, that's against the law. I'm like, what the fuck? What's against the law to take temperature?
Yeah, they don't really do the temperature a lot, but I did go into like a record store when I was in San Jose or something. They took my temperature. I was like,
That's weird. A lot of places don't do that.
My work takes our temperature whenever you go into the building.
They-
but
Well,
every day
workers-
before work, I get my. They always check. my
Workers,
temperature.
they do it.
We check our students' temperatures too. Like all the kids that come in, we have to check their temperatures too. It's kind of takes forever, but
I was pissed. My son was at he got sent home from school because of
Because somebody got sick.
someone got COVID. So they're like, send him home on a Wednesday. They said, don't let him come back till next Wednesday. I'm like, cool. This is why I wanted him to go back to school. They might as well just kept it to like video learning, but it doesn't matter because the video learning wasn't doing shit, and the learning right now ain't doing shit because they're only opening from like I think 8:30 to like 1. Right now.
Online or at the school?
I had school now.
yeah, ours is in person right now too.
Well, everyone's doing it in person now, so it's like
Davis still ain't.
who?
Davis. The Davis school system's still not. All those schools are still shut down.
That's how it should be, I think, right now. Let everything like chill.
They're just doing special ed kids now. For the
Because like I don't want my son to get a chance to bring it here and bring it to other or older people in our family.
It's hard to keep the kids apart too. Like we keep telling them they stay like distant from each other, but they keep gravitating toward each other, like talking and playing. And stuff.
Yeah, they're
It's
kids. That's the problem.
hard.
And people are like, I don't want them to have that life. And I'm like, dude, they're going to have a horrible life at school too because they're wrangled in like sheep. So you got to herd them this way, herd them that way.
well, that one school at whatchamacallit, that's charter school in Sacramento, they closed down because they had like I said, that one class would get it and then they'd send 100 kids home for 2 weeks. Then another class would get it and so they'd send another kids. Like it was stupid.
Is it Empire?
Nah,
Power?
John Wick.
John Wick. It's funny
What the
that
fuck?
you went with John. It was almost Empire.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I liked it. When I
It's
watched
okay.
it. I remember his girlfriend's banging in it because she's like walking around in her jeans at one point, cleaning the house. I remember my dad was.
Isn't it a Latino chick?
Yeah, she's not famous.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I think I remember. I remember what's her face then.
There's just a scene where he's like drinking, I think, liquor, and he's just watching her clean the house, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like a sentimental moment. But I love John Gonzalo. I've always loved all his one-man shows. I can't find them really on Blu-ray or DVD.
Stand-ups?
Yeah, I mean,
I remember.
they're stand-ups, but they're one-man shows where he sits on a stage and like kind of tells stories. It's a little different.
That sounds like a stand-up.
It's a little different than stand-up.
I remember Sexaholics.
They play with sound effects and.
I remember Sexaholics. I don't remember any of his other specials. But that one's hella funny.
And that the one where his dad takes him by KFC to have sex?
No. That's one where his dad keeps trying to make him read from the encyclopedia, and like his grandpa tells him his grandpa's gonna die, and he's like, when I die, put my ashes in an etch-a-sketch so you can play with me whenever you want.
Down in your ojos. Whenever he does his grandpa's voice.
Yeah, because his grandpa, like, I don't know, he had a stroke or something, so his face is all like to the side. He's like, Joe puppy.
Is it his deaf grandpa?
I don't know, it's the grandpa that had a stroke that had,
It's,
like,
there's
his face.
there's one that's deaf, and he always talks about that person. Joe puppy. Dude, good shit.
Levi?
But yeah, like, I can't find any of his stand-ups and stuff, or whatever you want to call them.
Nah, yeah.
His newest one on Netflix, The History of a Mexican, whatever, that's really good.
We got to watch that.
There's a bunch of shit on HBO. HBO and whatever for their stand-up things.
How is that on HBO Max and all that?
You saw?
Yeah, so many old movies. It's solid.
When I came in this house, I don't know what the fuck.
Did you ever have one?
Yeah. I don't want to put it.
Is that right here?
Yep, that's it.
Is HBO Max free right now?
Man, why would it be free?
I don't know. Everyone seems to be having it. I don't know why you.
Because America, COVID, we're going through a hard time, buddy.
Dude, they got some fucking good shit on there, dude. All the DC shit's on there, like the
Yeah.
Harley Quinn show. Fuck it.
Game of Thrones is on there, right? Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
How much is it?
Oh.
Like $10 a month, probably.
All the DC shit's on HBO? Really?
Everything, dude. All this.
Wonder
The
Woman's on there.
animated movies?
Yeah.
All of them?
Oh,
Holy fuck.
they have so much.
Well, that's why
on there.
DC, I think, is dropping their network, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are
Stargirl.
they?
They just put Stargirl on there too.
Is that good?
I haven't watched it.
I can't. I don't know.
It might be.
I gave up on like
It didn't look good.
on
the
like CW shows.
I don't watch Black Lightning yet. The Flash was good at the beginning.
Flash was great in the beginning.
I haven't watched the newest season.
Then it just got really bad, and I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. Green Arrow was bad from the beginning. I tried to watch it from the
I
beginning.
watched
that's
Supergirl
okay.
for a minute, but I stopped.
Green
watching
Arrow was
Supergirl,
just
though.
Batman diet. I couldn't handle it.
Well, that's what I want to see. They have that Gotham show they're going to try to do again. It's basically like Batman Year One, but it's only the Gotham Police Department. Basically remaking Gotham on HBO.
I wish they did it, but did it like again, like the Blacklist, or they're trying to take down certain criminals in Gotham that are crazy. Instead, we got basically like Batman the high school years.
I know that was terrible. That Gotham.
The only time it got kind of good was when Bane came, but Bane was so bad. The actor as Bane wasn't that great, but I did like they did the whole No Man's Land where they were stuck, almost like the earthquake thing, where different parts were taking over different other
They
parts.
could have did like Owls, Court of the Owls and shit, but they kind of.
They kind of did, didn't they?
Kind of, but then they kind of fucked it up too. You don't get to see like any of the talons or anything. I don't. I just didn't
They
like.
call him Baby Yaga. Dude, they need to get on these ones, dude.
This show's pretty epic.
They're gonna do 4 and 5 back to back, they said.
The thing that makes it so solid is the director who used to be a stunt dude, so he does
Sure
like.
do. He kills 2 dudes with a pen in the sequel.
Knife fight, literally still the fucking best.
Is that the third one?
Yeah, the third one, isn't it?
Why did
No,
you?
I think it's the same. No, you might be right.
Why did you get the cemented though? Why can't you just lock it up in the safe?
Because it's that serious. You need to have it put away for no one to find. I mean, when he's done with this in the sequel, is it that he cements it all up again?
I can't remember.
Because this one ends with him just like hobbling with a new dog.
The second one's the hotel one, or is the third one the hotel one?
Hotel's in all of them, But
yeah. I can't remember what happens in the third one.
The third one,
Third
they're
one,
trapped
like-
in the hotel.
he protects the hotel, and then the dude turns on him at the end, and the TikTok guy pushes his body to Lawrence Fishburne. He's fucking. I can't stand this dude just because of Game of Thrones.
Oh, what's his face?
Theon?
Yeah.
Killjoy? Greyjoy?
Chopped off his dick.
They chop off his dude. You fucking hate his ass, and you actually kind of start feeling bad for him, because Ramsay runs him through the fucking ringer, dude.
Dude, it's worse in the books, if you can believe it. Like, the
That's
shit
nuts.
that happens to him in the books is way worse. He, like, flays his whole fucking hand, dude. He, like, chops off fingers and toes and all this shit.
And Ramsay's a fucking asshole. That's why I was excited when he got cast as what's his name in
Maximus?
Maximus.
He was perfect for that.
Inhumans.
They wanted to fuck that show up so bad. Ugh.
And even Lockjaw looked pretty cool.
It was pretty CGI, man.
I was
If
okay
they had a movie budget, Lockjaw would have looked cool, but...
but just
And then you shave Medusa's fucking head. Like, come on, dude.
I don't get what the point of it was. Was there reasons for her not to have power or what?
Because the CGI costs too much. So they're like, oh, how are we going to fix this? Shave her fucking head.
Well, I still like Black Bolt is just such an important character in the Marvel Universe. And he just was trash in that show.
Well, the actor wasn't that great. I mean,
But how
they
do you-
didn't give him that much to work with.
How do you act like, you know what I mean?
Fucking sign language, bro.
He never does
Tusken Raider that shit.
He
Like,
never said, but Medusa always spoke for him.
yeah, but still, like, I don't know. That TV show was god awful. Yeah, when they heard it, when you heard the cast as Maximus, dude, I was like, that's perfect.
Who?
Him, great, or what's his face, Ramsey cast
Oh,
as
yeah.
Maximus, like, that's fucking perfect. But yeah, that was a terrible fucking show.
Well, I just don't think Marvel knew what they were quite doing with making all the movies connect, and then all of a sudden they had Netflix, and then they had S.H.I.E.L.D. on TV, and
But you heard that thing, Charlie Cox is supposed to come back in Spider-Man 3.
well, supposedly everybody's supposed to come back.
I don't know, dude. If you do Spider-Verse, I think it's gonna be weird.
Just go. I just hope that they let Marvel kind of direct it more than Sony, you know, because I feel like Sony. Although the animated one was really good, so.
The one too, the Jared Leto one, the Morbius movie. I don't know. About
Has that even come out yet?
I think no, but it's supposed to come out soon, right?
Yeah, so.
If there's a bunch of Spider-Man running around, they'll clear the kid's name.
That's why I think they're gonna clear Peter's name with one of the other ones.
Like, oh, Toby died. Oh no, no more Spider-Man.
It's just gonna be weird though.
People said they should cast the dude from Spider-Verse because he looks dead on like his character.
No, the old one.
Yeah, the one from the guy from New Girl.
Oh.
And just be like worn out Spider-Man.
Like I said, I wouldn't mind like the Sinister Six movie, but I don't know. Spider-Verse with Sinister Six with whatever else they're gonna throw in there, I feel like it's a bit much.
I don't think it's gonna be what we think it is. I think it's gonna be fast clips of like, oh no, I'm in this universe. Here's Doc Ock. Oh, gotta go. Like you're gonna see like little parts of it.
Well, then you saw that Ned, the kid who plays Ned Leeds, is all ripped now, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as ripped. I've just seen him with his shirt off because he does what I would call what I would do when I'm fat and trying to look skinnier. He is skinnier, don't get me wrong. But you put a towel over you and you don't really show your tit area, your sides or anything. So he had a shirt and it was kind of open. And it looks like he did get a little bit skinnier, but I don't know if he's going to have all that fat hanging off him and stuff because if you don't lose weight properly.
I think they're gonna have Hobgoblin.
It's too much, man.
Why?
It's already too much.
Dude, you gotta go there eventually.
One of these days, but not in Spider-Man world, whatever the hell they're doing.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Hobgoblin because it'd be something different. But I think you do need Green Goblin before, but.
I mean, they'll have to do it the right way because they've done that many times on the right way.
Fucking Ultron. Should have been Hank Pym, bro.
I was really upset about that when that first happened. Now I don't care. Because Tony Stark kind of just built everything. It made sense. It made sense with the story. And then it got cooler and cooler once you saw Hank Pym actually worked with S.H.I.E.L.D. and everybody a long time ago. So there's like an old school Avenger team basically we didn't know about.
See, I didn't like that as much because I feel like Hank Pym is an old dude kind of lame. Jumped right into Scott Lang.
Yeah, I just don't like Scott Lang as much, that's why.
I like him as Scott Lang.
Well, I'm saying I like Hank Pym more than I like Scott Lang. But Hank Pym is a wife beater and shit, so it's just rough. I remember when I was younger, I thought they were going to do straight out of the Ultimates. And I was like, oh, this would be cool, this would be cool. And like, when they're transferring Bruce Banner in the ambulance, he just like breaks through, rips out of it. Then they have the one where freaking Ant-Man's arguing with Wasp, and he has like hella ants attack her and shit. I'm like, yeah, they can't do that.
I just wondered how they're gonna do X-Men.
Multiverse.
Yeah. So I think Doctor Strange in the fucking multiverse, how they're gonna
Well, they
recast
said
Iron Man.
when WandaVision,
That sets up Doctor Strange.
when WandaVision ends, it's setting right up to it, and you figure when we get it, we're only gonna have like 6 episodes, I think.
That was 8 episodes.
Could
Six or
be.
8?
I just remember being shocked at how low episodes were, but it could be 8.
Well, the Loki one looks cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Loki looks really cool.
Different versions of Loki.
I kind of like, cause I think they're gonna do Agents of Asgard Loki kind of thing. How he has that suit and the fucking.
Well, that's
it looks
when
just like
he's that famous guy that
jumped out of the plane.
yeah, with the money and all that. That's what Declan was like. He'd be dope if he was like playing a bunch of people that are like these unsolved mysteries of disappearance.
That'd be kind of
If
cool.
they made him be like all these guys that happened through history.
That'd be kind of cool. I'm just wondering when they're gonna set up Doom now. Because if they're doing Fantastic Four, they're gonna bring in Doom at some point.
Do you think they're gonna do Namor for Black Panther 2?
Fuck, I wish. I really, really
They
wish.
referenced Atlantis on the.
Yeah, that was also when Chad Boswick was alive though.
Yeah,
I mean, we talked about it on the first podcast that we talked about all the announcements that happened, and one of their first announcements for Marvel was they're not replacing Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. But that doesn't necessarily sound like we're making Shuri Black Panther.
yeah.
You kind of got it.
It's stupid though. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
You can't just start the movie and be like, I'm Shuri from Wakanda.
How are they supposed to do
And
it?
it's like, well, what happened? My brother died. And it's like, that's insensitive.
Would you rather have him die in like a CGI fight
I'd rather
scene?
him recast. Dude, I'm sorry. Characters don't die with actors, man. These characters were here before us. They'll be here after us. You think Chadwick would really want, like, some young black dude not get a chance to play him?
I guess.
He built, like, a fucking legacy. I'm sure he'd want. I don't know how many times this happens in all these movies where he has to beat a knife into someone.
There were some people wanted Michael B. Jordan to come back as Black Panther.
That'd be so retarded.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Like,
Multiverse, bro.
True.
but then it's not T'Challa.
It is just from another fucking universe.
He's what's his name? What's his name? Kilgrave.
Yeah.
Well, they're just gonna do it as fucking whatchamacallit. He said, be like, oh, this is him from a different universe. We brought him over because something.
Too confusing. Common fans would be like, why is Kilgrave Black Panther?
Yeah.
They have to worry about the casual audience too. Just hire another fucking black dude that's a good actor. I mean, like I said, it sucks. Chadwick did a lot of great things in all those movies, and he was amazing in Civil War and Infinity War. But there's other guys that could play it and do a good job. Just don't hire the guy that played Cyborg.
He's not working ever again.
Dude, I don't get it. He's complaining about one person and a totally opposite person and another person. And I'm just like, dude, are you mad you got no work right now? Are you bored?
I don't know, like I said, everyone fucking said Joss Whedon was a dickhole.
And that's why I don't get, because I follow Joss Whedon from, like, not Buffy days. I never watched Buffy. But he's a super feminist, and I've watched him mainly from, like, Firefly days. Then when he got cast as Avengers, I was like, dude, this is fucking huge. Like, and I'm obsessed with fucking, I haven't watched Firefly in forever, but I love Firefly. And people fucking loved him. I met him, got his autograph. He's hella chill dude. And I've heard nothing but praise, especially for like the feminist audience and all that. But
you should read his script for Wonder Woman that he wrote.
I heard it was good, but it's not.
Pretty bad, dude.
Is it?
It's really fucking bad.
But again, I don't like Wonder Woman, so it's kind of like, I was telling that to people. That's why I don't really get into it that much, just because I never really got cared for the character that much. I like her as like the Amazon type story, like Thor-ish kind of story. But when it comes to coming to the city, it's kind of weird to me. I'd rather see her teamed up. That grosses me out how tight they're all wrapped up, nice, packed, ready to go.
How do you get into that business? I think that's probably bank.
I don't know how much those coins are. I think it was Declan telling me, he was like, if you wanted a bag of chips like in the hotel, is it one of those coins? And one of those coins could like take care of a dead body for you?
That's true.
I mean, it's real gold. It's probably like a coin. Grab the coin.
Yeah. I mean, he gives homie one of the coins just to watch the body, and yeah, it's in this one, to watch the girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad loan just to babysit a girl.
That might potentially kill you though.
Yeah, she's Mockingbird, and they did nothing with her either. She's supposed to get her own spinoff with her boyfriend character, which I was like, we do not need this at all. Unless Hawkeye's with her, I'm not watching it.
I'm still wondering what they're gonna do with the Hawkeye series. If they're gonna have him divorce his wife, and you know what I mean, end up with Kate Bishop or whatever.
No,
He's training.
Kate Bishop's hella little.
He still bangs her in the books.
Does he?
Yeah. They have a fucked up weird relationship. Like
That's
that whole book
weird,
is about how like
dude.
scummy and fucked up Hawkeye is.
Dude, because I like the girl that's Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld. Like, she's really good looking, but Jeremy Renner's older dude.
Dude, but that's the whole thing in that book is like he has a whole issue in that book where all of his ex-wife, his ex-girlfriend, and like Black Widow all show up, and then Kate Bishop, and he's all just like, hey,
Fuck him.
Like, dude, it's super funny though.
But I think the only thing that would happen would be he wants to get his family back. That's the whole point of him fighting for all this in Endgame. So it'd have to come up to where she either wants space, it's like too much for him, and he has to go live on his own or something. Because I don't get how they're gonna do it.
She's gonna leave his ass because all the murders he committed. He killed hundreds of people. Like,
unless this is between the time of the snap.
no, it happens after.
Are we positive?
I'm pretty sure everything else is gonna happen after that. Black Widow is like the one anomaly.
Iron Man's in it, which is weird and Cap.
Alright,
See you
Later.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, if they do those Matt Fraction books, though, dude, it's sick.
When did he end up hooking up with Kate Bishop?
Like halfway through that Matt Fraction run. Cause he like breaks up with her, and that's when she goes to the West Coast and like runs into Madame Mask and shit. Madame Mask? Is that it? Going around with the hood? Yeah.
I think so.
She runs around into her and shit on the West Coast, and they kind of do like a. I guess that's the new book they're launching. Is the new West Coast Avengers with her, Kid Omega, some dude with tattoos who I don't really realize who it was. Like 4 of them. There's gonna be a new West Coast Avengers book.
When they announced that?
They have the previous.
Why are they
book
making
out.
new comics when they're canceling comics? I don't get it.
Well, Marvel's not canceling that many.
Yeah, dude, they canceled
Ghost Rider. And
Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, and then something else got canceled after that.
I don't know.
And those were both solid ass fucking stories.
You know
Or
how many fucking
solid.
Spider-Man books they have out right now?
Yeah. A lot of them are miniseries. Like right now, I've been picking up that symbiote Spider-Man that deals with like when he first got the black costume.
Yeah.
But it deals with like Noel trying to get it still during that time, like sitting people.
I got the second one of that. I just didn't read it yet.
That one's alright because Black Knight's in it.
But Black Knight, I think, is going to be the one who ends up killing Null.
Why?
Because the sword, the ebony blade.
I guess.
The magic fucking sword, bro. That's what it's going to be.
I think it'll be the God of Light.
It will be, but it's going to be something with that fucking Black Knight. Because they're trying to build him up since he's going to be in that Eternals movie.
Well, they're all like not tripping right now. They all don't think he's that big of a threat. Because they're like, in this, what is it, the issue? They're talking and they're like, what about the Infinity Gauntlet? What about the Cosmic Cube? What about the Nullifier? They're like, do we need that for this guy? Like, is he that serious?
Well, he fucking mind warps off at the end of the
And
second
then,
one, doesn't he?
what's his name? Valkyrie, I think maybe is the one that said, or it's Jane. Says, yeah, it's that serious. And if that's the case, go get the fucking gems.
The gems are all somewhere, right? Because I can follow what happened after the Wolverine movie.
I don't know, dude, yeah.
I remember the
Dude, I
last
hate
one.
Mustangs, but I love, what are they, fastbacks? They have the hardbacks like that? They're hard.
Hatchback?
No, they're not hatchbacks. It's just the way the backing almost makes them look like Camaros. That's why I like Camaros. But I hate Mustangs. But there's certain ones they're called like GTs, I believe. But that's called like the fastback or whatever. That's the Green Goblin. Dude, it was so weird. I never watched this when I was playing out Fortnite. And they had the hotel in the game, and when you went into the hotel, you couldn't draw weapons or anything. It was hella funny. I was hella confused, like, what the fuck?
Said John Wick in Fortnite.
Well, they had a character that looked like him. Now they do have John Wick. It's the best of everything, alright? All they need is Power Rangers, and I'm set.
Yeah, fucking Mando in it now.
I have Mandalorian, I have Batman, I have Wolverine, I have John Wick,
Deadpool's in there.
Deadpool. I didn't buy Ares because I don't care for that game. I never played it. Halo, I didn't buy because I don't play that game. I do want Joker, but you have to buy him like a $30 pack. Right now, Taskmaster's in a $30 pack. I really want, but it's just cosmetics, dude. That's it. But they just look sick.
That's how they get you. I'm still wondering about the Black Widow movie.
I think it looks like it could be up there with Winter Soldier, to be honest with you. It looks like pretty intense, but I think there's going to be a twist.
Taskmaster's gonna be sick in it. I hope they just keep him around. They need to start making more fucking villains. Keep them alive.
Well, that's why I want a HeroClix villain set. Like, I want a Masters of Evil set or something like that, or Thunderbolt set.
Well, it's like with this X-Men set, it's kind of bummed you don't get any villains. You get the two white scientists, and that's it. Like, even Apocalypse is technically an X-Men. Like, you get one evil Apocalypse, the other two have the X-Men keywords. Then, like, Sinister has the X-Men keyword, which, alright, whatever.
Just spent the grand to open that door.
Oh. Maybe it's just like Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
You gotta think, though, if he's a hitman, money's probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Those coins are only for, like, doing things like this. It seems like Hitman-like things.
So you've got 50 for 50 grand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that she was Mockingbird.
I know. It's weird they didn't do shit with that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show.
I mean, supposedly there was like some good. I mean, I like the Ghost Rider ones.
Yeah.
I watched those just because I like Ghost Rider. Maybe like Robbie Reyes more.
I didn't like the Kree episodes where they go into space with the Kree and shit.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Those ones aren't that great. I had high hopes because I kind of liked the Kree. But it's like, this is not.
I just like, what's her name? Who plays Chloe Bennett? She's like one of my favorite celebrities.
Cool to see her come back.
They're trying to set up Sword on, or Agents of Sword or whatever it's called, on S.H.I.E.L.D. Because like, that's what they're supposed to be doing in the movies now, right?
I don't know.
Well, it's like in space or whatever.
Secret Invasion is supposed to, it sounds like, set it up.
That's gonna be weird.
Why Samuel L. Jackson's working with the Skrulls, but Sword was always ran by Abigail or whatever.
Green hair chick?
Yeah, Brand. I think Abigail Brand and Beast would help her because he's like in love with her, or they dated or whatever.
Well, they have that new Agents of Sword X-Men series that's coming out. I think I got the first issue. My favorite. I didn't read it yet though. The X-Men Excalibur book kind of sucks now that they got rid of Apocalypse.
Why is Apocalypse not helping now?
He has to go stay in that other world thing after the Swords of X and stay with his wife and kids. And go like maintain the demon army or whatever the fuck the story was for that.
Why is Apocalypse a good guy?
Because every mutant's a good guy. Like all the bad mutants and stuff, Xavier and Magneto got them to all work together. And he was on the Quiet Council and shit. He was like the mutant Doctor Strange. He was like the mystic. It was solid, dude. It was solid. Swords of X kind of.
For me, it was just weird because Apocalypse is a good guy.
It's cool. It's really cool.
He's too powerful.
Yeah, now they even upped his power though, because now he's magic.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean?
they shouldn't be worried about any threat.
Well, like they're still, well, and they can't die or anything, but you have all these different forces going against him, which is kind of cool. And then they brought back the Captain Britain corpse, but it's all Betty.
Is Britain's now Captain Avalon now?
Yeah.
Or he's in the black suit?
No, he's back to being just him, but now he doesn't get the sword. Betty does. So they bring back the Captain Britain corpse, and it's all different Betty Badrocks from across the multiverse.
Is that what Captain Britain's was? Was all the Captain Britain's from everywhere?
Yeah.
I love the quote was just a bunch of like Novas.
No, it's all the different Captain Britons from all the different multiverse. That like protect the reality, whatever the fuck. It's weird. They explain it pretty well in the Powers of X thing, but I just couldn't. I didn't know that much about it going in. So like them talking about Avalon and shit, I was like, what the fuck?
Why is Britain stepped down?
Because he gets killed in the Excalibur by Betsy. Betsy kills him, the brother has to bring him back. Because the brother, Jamie Badrock, is like uber powerful, manipulating reality powers, and they bring him back. And he's still crazy as shit.
Which one is that?
There's the other Badrock brother.
Ugh.
So you got Jamie, Betsy, and then what the hell's his name? Brandon? Brad. Whatever the Captain Britain was, his name. Because I know Jamie's the crazy one.
Has Jamie always been around?
He died in like the 80s, or not early 90s, and this is the first time they brought him back. But he was a bad guy in X-Men in the old Excalibur books. And they kill him, and he's basically cat shit crazy.
He's not working with the Corps.
No, he's working. Apocalypse basically has him under his wing. He was working with Xavier and stuff, and then Apocalypse kind of manipulates him to rule Avalon or whatever. And they take out Morgan Fay and put Jamie in her place as like the king of Avalon.
Why was Morgan Le Fay?
They put her in a prison, and then I think, if I remember right, Apocalypse like dissects her, and like is like learning how her body uses the magic of Avalon and shit. It got pretty trippy, but it was solid. The only thing, like I said, I feel like the House of X thing went on for a little too long. It was 23 parts, and I feel like you could have made a 6-part miniseries and then crossovers, and it would have been fine.
Well, without all the crossovers, then
It's not even crossovers, dude. That's the main storyline. It's 23 parts.
But they're all in different books, though. Yeah. So it's still kind of crossovers.
Kinda.
That's like Extinction or whatever the hell it was called, like in the 90s, where.
Because I don't know. The Powers of X book started off really strong. You got to Swords of X and it was kind of meh. Now, I don't.
All right, that was our little bit of New Year's Eve podcasting. Wasn't our best, just us hanging out, discussing random things. Usually, that's what we do anyways, but it's just better formatted and stuff like that. This was, whoops, me and Lucas's video messed up, and we need to get one out for Friday. And I'm already into probably Saturday, getting ready to put this up. So, that's kind of where we're at right now. So don't forget to come back. We'll have better stuff going on. Like I said, this one was just a little bit of running an audible, but it was fun. I mean, we all enjoyed each other's time. We all enjoyed, doing this. It was just us being us, hanging out. This was after the ball dropped, so there wasn't much to really do the rest of the night, but sit there, watch some TV, and talk. And we got into some funny discussions. They were good, they were bad, you could decide. But at the end of the day, this is it, it'll be put up with the regular ones. It'll be episode 3. It's gonna go down there, even though it is a filler. Not too much on the agenda, but it's just good to be out of 2020 and in 2021. So we're gonna pack it all up. All the guys are leaving at this point. And I thank you for listening. If you listen through all of that, it's just rambling nonsense from comics to webcam girls. We're all experimenting right now. All right, all experimenting. So I will see you guys and see you next time. We'll see what changes and what works. All right, bye.